Good morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind out there, man. Good morning to the grind, man. We are up again on it, up and available to put the work in toward what we want in our lives, man. He didn't even have to wake us up, but he did. He chose you. He chose me. He chose us to have another opportunity to get to put the best foot forward towards what we want. This is the Grindology101 virtual podcast. My name is KeJohnna Owens. Each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I look to bring you encouragement, excitement, motivation. I believe that motivation is fleeting, but the inspiration is lasting. Motivation only lasts a little bit of time until you face something. But it's about the grind. It's about getting up. We're blessed today. We get to put the attitude of gratitude on yourself and think about today as the topic, short-term glory versus long-term goals. Short-term glory, right? Man, I love this saying, it's not to sign up, it's to sign in. It's not to partner, it's not to join, it's to work. It's not to got the job, it's to do the job. It's all those things, right? So putting in the work for the long run of what you want is about keeping your why in front of you. Why is it that you do the thing in the first place? Why is it that you have the goal? What about, so when it gets hard, can you overcome that hard? Can you overcome that adversity, that difficulty, the thing that you said you were going to do, man? Everything came in your life to block it. Everything came in the way to block it. As soon as you said, you know what, I'm going to do this and I'm going to change my life, something came and said, no, you're not, right? Every time. Each and every time you say you're going to do something different, better, bigger, more, change, lose weight, make more, exercise, eat better, meal prep, all of that. We face something that comes up, but then we got to remember the why. Why are we doing it anyway? There's I was in a training and it was asking, when we use weight. So the young man been needing to lose 150 pounds or so, for the last 10 years, not really motivated, get some motivation here and there, but over time just can't, get it done. But then something happens to his mom. They say, well, we could do the transplant, the bone marrow or whatever it is, but you're going to need to lose 150 pounds. How come he can lose 150 pounds now? Because he got a why attached to why he needs to lose 150 pounds. See, the why is the inspiration, not the motivation. See, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take dedication. It's going to take no's. It's going to take people leaving. It's going to take people quitting. It's going to take you hurting. It's going to take a lot for us to get to where we want to get to. Because you know why? Because if you've never done a thing, you never had a thing, then you're going to have to do a thing that you've never done before to have the thing that you never had, or to do the thing that you've never done. So in the process of that, that's going to hurt. You never did it. People think they're going to get in and whoa, voila. Maybe a lottery ticket. I got one. But hey, guess what? We're going to have to do the work. Great day to the grind. It is go time. It is go time. I mean, what do you want? It's about what do you want. So, each and every day, we share some positive content. We don't own the video rights to Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, my main man, Steve Harvey. Salute. That's one of your ties, sir. If you ever get a chance, man, I'm an absolute student, if you will, sir. Man, think about what you want and what you do to get it. When it hurts, will you continue to do what you say you would do long after the mood in which you said it in has passed? You said, I'm going to join the team. You said, I'm going to take the job. You said. And then what? let's get into it, man. From some of the best to do it around the world, in their own words. You know, we come too far to quit anyway. So let's focus on the long term and not the short term. I'll kind of break that down and we get on the other side. You know, long term. What's it gonna look like in 10 years? Have you thought about it? Stand by.
When I look at people, I always ask the question, I say, man, tell me what Nike stands for. They said, oh, Inc., that's easy, just do it. I said, tell me what Adidas stands for. Oh, Inc., that's easy, man, impossible is nothing. I said, now tell me what you stand for. When people look at you, do they think excuses? When people look at you, do they think victory? When people look at you, do they think that's a person that's going to give me everything they got, not on some days, but on every day, and it's not going to be predicated upon if I feel like it, because I think we all know if we only worked on the days when we felt like it, none of us would get much accomplished. I'm talking about the real level of commitment, not the commitment that falls in line if everything goes right. I'm speaking of the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in his life.
See, most people, ladies and gentlemen, are stoppable. Most people, all you have to do is tell them no. All you have to do is make it inconvenient for them. All you have to do is make it difficult for them, and they'll stop. See, when you go to get your goal, don't think that all you have to do is think positive and everything's going to work out okie dokie for you. When you go to get your goal, you are sending a telegram to Murphy's Law to visit you personally.
You thought you was just going to have a dream and a goal, and you were just going to wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? You're going to lose friends. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins gonna abandon you. People that you used to be like this with gonna think you bougie and don't want to deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. If I was gonna quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you, your daddy don't want you, take your life. I got through that, so why I'm gonna quit over F on a grave? Come on. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain. And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of mentality. It built a certain type of individual. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing.
You're too close to quit now. You gotta take another lap. You gotta take another lap, because you never know. This might be the one. You can't stop because you're tired. You can't stop because you got your feelings hurt. You gotta take another lap. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. You're gonna make it. You're gonna do it. You got an unstoppable fire. Come on, take another lap. Don't you stop. Don't stop walking.
You gotta be about something, though. You really gotta be about something. You know, you gotta have some kind of something about you, man. I tell my wife, I said, you know, at every increment of my life, in every segment, process, man, I've been unafraid to fail. I've been really. I mean, I could face them all. I could, you know, hey, we could line them up. We could do it all at each level, man. I come into an office setting, man. I'm the guy who will bring the coffee, the donuts, come early. Not because I want to outshine anybody, man. Not because any of that. It has nothing to do with somebody else, man. I guarantee you that. It has everything to do about how I put what I'm going to put in front of me. What does my body of work look like? What can someone say before they meet me, and what will they say after they meet me? See, what they say before they meet you, before they get to know you, before they get to assess you, who you are and how you are, what someone may say in the world, you get to project a quote that changed my life. I can't remember who this was by, but readers or leaders, right? It said that people may speak ill of you, but live a life so that no one will believe it. Which means that you get to recreate yourself. You get to present the best of yourself everywhere you go, in which, the body of work is, they say it, but when I met her or him, man, I don't know. And as a matter of fact, it's two things about it. I don't care what he said or what she said, right? So it doesn't even matter. But your body of work does. What they say doesn't matter. What you do does. That's the difference. It got to have a body of work that says, man, you know what? Because he or she came into this company, because he or she got this job and works here, because he or she is a part of this organization, it's better. It's different. It's I like the atmosphere, not because you want to make things better, because you make things better. And because you have a long-term look at where you want to go in your life, and you stay focused on what you do now, to a way that you don't celebrate it each small little step of success. They call it clap, clap, go. Clap, clap, go. You graduated. Man, all right. Let's go to the next step. You did really well. Man, let's go to the next step. I got to take a pause for the cause. I almost stuttered, right? I don't stutter. But when I get, a moment like this, I got to share. This would be, we did the Evolution of Fatherhood podcast this weekend. Anthony Tussle and Guy Bowler, man, it was a powerful. I have a father moment, of a teaching moment, and you could do better. Stand by. So I got a powerful mayor, ambassador, dad. I mean, didn't have to look outside of my own house for a mentor, leader. But as a young black man growing up, we got our own chest to bear, the rite of passage, right? My dad would not accept what I thought was the best I could do, knowing I had better to give. And at that time, I was like, man, I had a great game. My stat line, I didn't score much, so my score line may have been low, but man, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, a nice single, quadruple single line. That's pretty cool right there. If you know basketball, that's a guy that brings some value to the court. That's the kind of tenacity. And not to talk about tip balls and those kind of deals like that, man. But he said, well, I saw the game. Your guy, man, hit 14 on you. Yeah, but he averaged 21. Yeah, I said he hit 14 on you. Oh, man, I thought that's a great game. No, clap, clap, keep going, man. Get better. Get back out there. You missed 2 free throws too. But I made 6. Hey, you missed 2 free throws. You see what I'm saying? This is about you. It's not about somebody else. I will be shooting free throws at midnight in the backyard. But let me tell you what that is too. I had a backyard to shoot free throws in. See, it's a lot of blessings that we don't take full advantage of. So again, short-term glory would have had me accept that was the best of me. And in my rebellious nature, I was willing to accept that was the best of me. And my dad didn't know what he was talking about. How many times have we had a mentor or a coach that said you could do better? A mentor or a friend that said, man, you could do great things. It's seldom that we want to hear that from them person. You know why? Because it hurts to go through the process. generally, they may not even be going through the process with you. See, that's the deal. And you can play some great football. Well, come on. I don't play football. I see you can play football, right? I see something in you. But you going through the pain, through the hell week, through the push-ups, through the lines, through all the stuff that you got to go through to get to a long-term goal is the process. I can't get across, embrace the process out there. Again, man, it's just enjoy being able to get up each and every day, project positivity. They got many platforms out there in which podcasting, one of the most amazing platforms in the world today, where people get a chance to talk about topics and subjects that move them and people can resonate with. Here, this podcast, Grindology, as I produce and engineer maybe 7 or 8 different podcasts, this particular one comes from me. I get to share in the morning that you could get up. You don't have to. You get to. It's in the morning. He woke us up. Why not get up and get the most of it? Tell my wife every day I want the most out of life. I want the best out of life. I want my wife to have the best out of life. I want my children to have the best out of life. I want my grandchildren to have the best out of life. I want their grandchildren to have the best out of life. In order to do that, I'm going to have to not be focused on short-term glory, but a long-term goal. See, there's extraordinary lifestyles out there. Extraordinary. I got friends talking about Abu Dhabi. I'm in the travel industry myself. I've been some places, own my own business. But when I get to talk to people that's operating in, I just got back from Cabo. We just got back from Dubai. We're on the way to Paris, and I know that there's another side. So what I may have done today is not what I can do with my life for the long term. What's the long-term thing look like? You got to see it too. You got to be able to see it. This is a crazy lab right here. In my lab, I got whiteboard, chalkboards. I got all kinds of stuff that feed me every day what I want in my life. Every day. And I guarantee you, this is not shorts on down. Okay, I'm totally ready. If somebody call right now at 6:19 in the morning saying, "Need to meet you at Starbucks and talk business. Are you available?" Absolutely. You know why? It's like it? Because I'm prepared naturally for the day that I want in my life. It's inevitable that I get what I want in my life. It's inevitable that you get what you want in your life. And again, the only way you don't is you quit. That's it. So, or you go home. But the process is the process. If you can embrace the process, you enjoy a whole life of the process. Do what you don't like doing. Do what you don't want to do. Be where you don't want to go. But for a reason that you want to have on the long term. I'll show you what I mean. Who wants to drive an hour to work? You can put it in. You can put it right in the stream in the chat. I like driving an hour to work, hour to get ready, hour to get to work. That's 2 hours a day. Hour to get home. That's 3 hours a day. And if you work 8 hours, 11 hours. You like that, right? No, of course not. But we do it because it takes care of a need, a necessity in life. So if you could transition for a long term, like they sold us 40 years, 40 hours a week for 40 years, for 40% of retirement, that's a long-term goal. We can focus on that one. But it's hard to get to focus on a long-term goal that's maybe extreme, but even more condensed, meaning you have the same opportunity somewhere that maybe you could condense the time frame of retirement with your company by 10 years. Say you had to put in 10 years, you could earn 7 figures. What kind of work would you do for that? Would you take that same 3-hour drive and apply it to a 3-hour grind of your own? See, it's not the 9 to 5. That's work. Consistency. That's taking care of business, whatever we need to do. But see, then it's 5 to 9. From 5 to 9, that's when you free yourself from 9 to 5. I hope that could resonate somewhere out there, man. I appreciate you out on the grind. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna show some more motivation, because sometimes they don't hear it from me. Sometimes it just does. I'm just a guy in the morning sharing some stuff on a podcast, on a StreamYard, on a live Facebook with a few people that watch it. But guess what? I'm not going to be talking about the gossip. I'm not going to be talking about the stuff. I'm going to be talking about the things that we got to do, and you can apply it to yourself and whatever you need to do for yourself. But guess what, man? I'm up and on it. And they win the same game. I'm on you. Other side of the grind. We'll be right back.
What if you got the opportunity to start over, to go back, to learn from every mistake, to scrape every lesson from your past, and start with a clean slate? What would you do differently? What lessons have you learned in your past? And how would you apply them if you could start over? What if you had another opportunity to do better? To be better? Would you take it? You get that opportunity every day. We all get that opportunity every day. It's called waking up. Every day you wake up is a blessing, and you should never take that blessing for granted. You can choose to start over. You can choose today to do better. You can choose to live with a clean slate, which means you let go of your past and focus on now, right now. What are you going to do right now to create a better future for yourself? What plans are you going to make now for today and in the future to ensure this new version of you is better than the last? Will your future self be proud of you? Will your tomorrow self be proud of you by the work you do today, by the person you are today? You have to earn that future pride. If you're not putting in the work today, your future will pay the price. Let go of who you were. If you don't, you'll never know who you truly can be. Let go of who you were and focus on who you will become.
Every morning you wake up, remind yourself that you have another opportunity to experience your greatest day. Another opportunity to push yourself. Another opportunity to set an example. Another opportunity to learn something that will make you better. Another opportunity to enjoy the day, to enjoy other people, to enjoy life. You are blessed to get the opportunity of life. Make the most of it.
Create the best version of you. Start today.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
Success Express Marketing Solutions presents your virtual video podcast studio. Let the Success Express team help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Here's what we do. We help you come up with show ideas, design graphics for your show, set up your podcast studio, and run the back end of your show. So what do? Be ready for your show. Make sure your guests are ready. Log into the virtual studio, turn your cameras on, and go. Not sure you're ready to go live on a monthly or a weekly basis? You can get the Try Us Out Success Special. It's only $97 with free design setup. All you got to do is try us out, and I guarantee you're going to want more. So get set up today with your virtual video podcast studio from Success Express Marketing Solutions. So go online to Success Express MKTG, and we'll get you set up today. Sign up now and get our free ebook, Modern Podcasting, that'll teach you all the techniques you need to know to get your podcast started today.
And it's going to be another amazing day. We're totally focused and committed towards, what we want in our lives, right? So short-term glory versus long-term goals, amazing concept in itself, right? You started the company, you got the job. Yeah. All the stuff to begin. Then, bam. Well, I know that you also had to take out the trash. They want you to take out the trash at work. But what about the long-term goal? See, the short-term glory was you got the job. Well, they say you got to make all these calls. I joined the company, but now they want me to write out a list. Well, it's a process. The short-term glory was, man, I got me a business. I bought me a car. Did this, and here comes the bill, right, for the car. Man, short-term glory is like motivation. Motivation is, good excitement. Motivation is something like a podcast like this, you on this Grindology podcast as an example. Motivation says you could do it for a couple of weeks. Inspiration says you can empower people for now almost 3 years. See, they can say what they want to say, but when it comes to it, I love David Goggins, what he said, you're working out with this amazing workout, climbing the mountain. He runs into a trainer. He's training his group. He asked Mr. Goggins to come over and talk to his group. Say, hey, what you doing out here training? Well, one of the trainings he's running up this 3-mile mountain. And the trainer says, man, I do that every day, talking to him in front of his training group, right? Man, I'll meet you over there. So David Goggins, he says, man, you don't see him. Next day, don't see him. So where you at? Looks up as a gondola takes you up and down the ride, right? And then if look in, he riding up and down the gondola. I thought you said you were climbing the mountain every day. So you practice what you preach. Is be who you are, man. Don't just sign up, man. Sign in. When nobody will do it with you, what's the difference? When they don't believe in it, that doesn't make any difference either. It's because it's your long-term goal, not the short-term glory. Man, have an amazing day. Get out there and succeed on purpose. Success, love, speed, operate in the spirit of success. Got a few Zooms coming up, and we're absolutely honored, privileged, pleasure to be connected with over 73,000 other partners worldwide. So if you want to attend one of the Zooms that we have coming up, simply text 909-686-1698. You text access, and we'll get you some information on how you can attend one of the next business seminars that we do online. Have a good day. Succeed on purpose, man. We see you on this other side of the grind.